Shy, pull up to the venue, like what's on the menu? I'm getting chauffeured to a feast. I don't mean to offend you. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm gonna eat you like some food. It's the Lifestyle Detox, representing Power Me Network. Let's go.
A breakup you need. And no, I'm not talking about just a breakup from your man or your ex. I'm talking about a breakup with self sabotage, over giving, overthinking, and all these cycles that keep you from becoming her, the healed, whole version of you. What you can look forward in today's episode, our real talk segment about our breaking up, stories and reflections. We have some teaching moment this episode, journal prompt and some affirmations. We have a community call. We have fun activities right after the community call. And we're going to be closing out with a chime in with Shy style pep talk, briefing you about what's to come for the next 2 weeks before we close out. This week, we are on episode 5, and this is the breakup you need. Separation from self sabotage, letting go of unhealthy coping, fake friends, toxic lovers, and harmful patterns. Welcome to another episode of the Help I'm Toxic 7-week series on the Chime In with Shy podcast. It's your girl Shy, you already know. Thank you so much, my lovely chimers, for chiming in with me once again right here on the Chime In with Shy podcast. And welcome back to another Healing Out Loud episode where we grow through what we go through out loud and unashamed. This is episode 5 of our Help I'm Toxic 7-week series. And child, we are getting to the nitty gritty, and we're also getting closer to the ending of this series. We've only got 2 episodes left before we wrap up and close up our healing session. Did you know that 68% of people admit that they've stayed in toxic environments or relationships just because they were afraid of change, even when they knew better? Psychology Today reported that in 2024. I want to hear from you, my real life chimers. Call or text me at 513-428-6611 to drop your thoughts, testimonials, or questions about today's topic. Anyway, now that we're finished with all of our intros, sometimes the hardest breakup ain't with the person. It's with your old self. It's the breaking up with the version of you that doesn't believe she deserves better. Question: what's one habit or relationship you know God's been telling you to release, but you keep holding on to it anyway? Loyalty to what hurts you is not loyalty, it's fear. Fear of being alone, fear of starting over, fear that if you let go, you'll have nothing left. I know that fear much too well. When you break up with what's not good for you, you make space for what is, and I'm a firm believer in that. I used to think that holding on made me strong, but really, it was me avoiding the grief that comes with growth. One of my hardest breakups wasn't romantic. It was breaking up with my need to always want to save everyone. I had to learn that saving people who refuse to grow will sink you. Now let's get into a quick reflection question. What role have you been playing in your own suffering? Are you a fixer, the avoider, the one who ignores red flags because you see the potential? Call or text 513-428-6611 and share your answer. You might hear it featured on next week's episode. When you stay in cycles that drain you, your brain starts to normalize the chaos. That's why peace feels boring at first, because your nervous system has been addicted to dysfunction. Have you ever been in a relationship and maybe you were the toxic one? I mean, this is the Help I'm Toxic series, and this is us taking accountability, right? So maybe you were the toxic one and the other person in the relationship was the healthy one. And you were bored in that relationship because you wanted the chaos that you crave so much because of what you've already been used to your entire life, which is chaos and dysfunction. So, because your nervous system has been addicted to that dysfunction, I want you to affirm peace is not punishment. Peace is my new normal. Here's my 3-step breakup blueprint. 1. Identify the trigger. What keeps you going back? 2. Replace the pattern. Choose a new reaction or coping mechanism. 3. Reward the progress. Celebrate every moment of peace. Question, once again. If your old toxic habit had a nickname, what would it be? Post your answer using hashtag the Chime In with Shy podcast or hashtag help I'm Toxic on Facebook and like and follow the Chiming with Shy podcast page. Now we move into my favorite part. Sis, we need to talk. Get out your cute journal because we are about to get into our journal prompt. Get out your cute journal, sis, because we're about to write in our journal. Moving into the journal prompt. Make sure you get a cute journal from your girl, Shy. You already know I got them cute journals on deck, so you can always order one from me, as well as a cute pen to go along with your journal. Send me a message, and I'll be there. Cry if you need to. Tears are proof that something sacred is being released. What do I need to walk away from, even if it hurts? Call 513-428-6611 and share what you came up with. You may be featured in one of the final episodes right here on the Chiming with Shy podcast. Now it's time for our fun activity. Yes, the breakup letter challenge. Write a breakup letter, not to a person, but to your old toxic habit. Start it with, quote, "Dear self-sabotage, we're done," end quote. Then post a quote or a clip of it with hashtag the Chiming with Shy podcast or help I'm toxic on Facebook. I just may highlight what you share. Okay. While you have your cute journal out, let's also write some affirmations down. I know we did some affirmations earlier in the episode, but here are some affirmations that I would like you to actually write down and retain it in your cute journal. I am not addicted to my old story. I am separating from everything that keeps me small. Peace is my new normal. I am no longer available for self sabotage. Yes, that was beautiful. Next week, we will be talking about rebuilding her. Follow and like the Chiming with Shy Facebook page and use hashtag the Chiming with Shy podcast and hashtag help I'm toxic. Don't forget to call or text me to chime in at 513-428-6611. That's 513-428-6611. Chime in with your girl, share your wins, ask for advice. Now, I want to do something a little differently and end this episode off with a brief pep talk. I do this also in my book, Sis, You Need a Do Over. You can see the paperback version, you see the hardback version. I'm very dedicated to pep talks in my work because I know how empowering a pep talk is and could be to someone who actually needs to hear some words. Like a woman, we embody words. We love words of affirmations because we're more emotional. Listen, I'm speaking life into you right now because I know how hard it is to move away from something you're so used to having in your life. No matter how hard it seems to be, you can do it. You can move on. You can move forward because guess what? As I said earlier in the episode, one door closes and another door opens. If you put a fish in a small fish tank, he's not going to grow. But if you put that same fish inside of a bigger fish tank, the fish will grow bigger. And that's the same thing with you. If you really want to move forward and you really want to level up and you really want to do great things in your life, you have to think bigger. You have to become a person who was better than the one you were yesterday. You have to stop looking on other people's plates and stop comparing yourself to other people. Know exactly what you want. Actually, in this book, Sis, You Need a Do Over, I describe everything that you need to do in order to achieve greatness. You build a mindset for yourself, and that's what you have been doing, especially if you have been watching my videos, if you have been on this same journey. I call it the lifestyle detox journey. You could call it whatever you want, but it's all the same because we're leveling up, we're moving into a blessed life. Not just a life, but lifestyle. We are creating something that is going to be a part of our DNA. We do the things today that most people are not willing to do so that we can afford the things tomorrow that most people cannot afford to do. You are doing things that you don't want to do, but you force yourself to do them. You want to know why? Because tomorrow you will be able to afford things that other people aren't able to afford. How many people you know can just get up and take a flight to California or take a flight to Jamaica or take a flight to Philadelphia or take a flight to Africa or take a flight or just get up and just stay in bed for however long they want because they don't need to work for materials. The frequency you on is attracting those things to you in this very moment. What are you doing with your time? Stop smoking, stop drinking so much, stop doing things that are poisoning your body, stop aggravating people on purpose, stop being a loser, stop being a bully, Start manifesting positivity in your life. You wake up and you start your day with a positive mental attitude. You start your day with a positive mental attitude, and you go throughout the day thinking the good about everything you encounter, about every person you see, about every minute, every second, every hour. You think about the good and you look for the good if you can't see the good, and you give people benefit of the doubt. I'm not saying put yourself in danger or in harm's way or be naive or any of that stuff. What I'm saying is start to be strategic about your level up, because this is about frequency. It's not about, oh, I got $25,000 check coming in the mail. How you going? It's not about what you got. It's about how you keep it, or what you get. It's not about what you get. It's about how you keep it, how you manage it, and how you continue to grow it. Bam. Pep talk from your girl, your sis, Shy. Until next time, love loud, heal louder. This is your girl, Shy, and you are chiming with Shy. I'll be real. Recording this episode was a struggle. I stumbled over my words and had to pause because the message, it was personal. If that spoke to you, grab Sis You Need a Do Over on Amazon. I go deeper into everything we just talked about. Now go ahead and chime in. Sis, your do over starts now.